Hi there, debaters. It's the program director again. Um, I think this year we have a pretty complicated, pretty big plan text. So I think it's important that we go over it. I want to note this explanation is not part of the novice packet. This is just for your background knowledge, but you shouldn't use it in the debates per se. You shouldn't cite it like evidence. So what is this actually saying? This plan text says, I'll read it all first. Plan text. The United States federal government should prohibit the fair use defense in any infringement action where the alleged infringing works were created entirely or in part by artificial intelligence. So what does that mean? Well, first, we have the United States federal government. They're the ones passing this law, right? They're making this the law. So that's like Congress, the president, the courts. And what law are they making? They should prohibit the fair use defense. So your evidence will talk more about what that is, but the fair use defense is basically if somebody is getting sued in copyright for something that they made, they can use this defense called the fair use defense, where they say, yes, we may have used someone else's materials, but we used it in a way where it's fair to copy it. So for example, if you're looking at a slideshow from your teacher and there's like a video or an image in there that's owned by somebody else, your teacher's allowed to do that because fair use allows people to use other people's images or videos or text for educational purposes. Um, Another thing that people can use fair use for is if you take someone else's copyrighted works and you change them significantly, that's okay. So, for example, if someone made a novel and you wanted to make an interpretation of that novel, maybe like in medieval fantasy period or whatever, and you use some of the concepts but different names and different setting, usually that's pretty okay. That's like a fair use thing. Okay. So what's happening here is the United States federal government is prohibiting some group of people from using that defense. They're saying you're not allowed to use the fair use defense anymore. So under what circumstances is that happening? So it says the United States federal government should prohibit the fair use defense in any infringement action where the alleged infringing works were created or entirely or in part by artificial intelligence. So what this means is if someone is using AI to create something, like let's say they're punching in make me a picture of Mickey Mouse in front of a McDonald's wearing Air Jordans. Well, before this law is passed, maybe there's some discussion about whether that's allowed or not under fair use. But after this law is passed, that AI creator can't use the fair use defense anymore, right? So AI creators will have to either find different places to get all their data from that's, publicly available, or they'll have to pay for that copyrighted material in order to use it. So that's what this big debate is about, is it's all about those people who are making AI, where should they be allowed to get their data from and under what circumstances? So I hope this clears things up. Good luck in your debates and have fun.